Content warning. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit the website if you need a list of specific content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as parallax, effect that on rare occasion has caused motion sickness in players. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. This is a love story. Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Let's Play. We're playing Slay the Princess, the Pristine cut. It's a love story. Hold on, I have to fix my screen. It's on the wrong screen. It's on the wrong screen. Oh no! What have I done? Hold on, I'm messing up. There. It's a love story. I have no idea what this game is about. I do know it's a visual novel. I do know, obviously, it's a horror game, as we just read. And there's a girl. We have to slay the princess. I say let's dive in and see what's about. I'm really excited. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Explore the end of the world. Oh, whoa. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Do I have to? But how can a princess locked away in the basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Me? Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Feels very fourth wall breaky. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
If she
it's no
leaves
use
the
arguing
cabin...
semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
It is called Slay the Princess. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Oh, maybe.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
Well, she's called a princess.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Okay. Can't someone else do this? Why do I have to
if
be
only
me?
that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Yeah, but you're enforcing them.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Listen, when...
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Listen, if the game didn't tell me this is a love story... Wait, that's explore, it says I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Oh.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
True.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
One of them people? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's the reward? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job? Tell me I'm a good girl.
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't know. Thanks for telling me what to do. There's no wrong answers, it told me. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say that she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. This is an explore option, so it's not like a choice. Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
I could just leave? Well, if she's locked in a dungeon, guys, in the basement, she's not gonna get out. I'm leaving.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Pristine says I'll go slay the princess. Yes, definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin, I am not going to the cabin. I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. What the hell? Fine, you're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and I'll slay the princess. Ugh. No, we'll do this one. Okay, fine. I'll go to the cabin. I'll talk to the princess. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I won't. I guess we'll see.
I guess we will.
I guess we will. Narrator.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
A warning?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Voice of the hero.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
What was that? This game is also, I think, hand-drawn. Beautiful. Okay, we're proceeding to the cabin. I want to meet her.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explorer, take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Damn. Okay, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh shit, she has a voice.
She sounds
Oh god.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't
Voice?
let it fool you.
Oh, is that us?
It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. What are these options? So we have a voice too, the hero, the voice of the hero, and then the princess. I'm glad it's all voice, by the way. Hi. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Oh boy.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I think she knows that anyway.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yep. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. You should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Isn't very becoming. Well, I don't want to drop it, to be honest, but I also don't want to tighten my grip. Are we gonna have to kill her? I don't know what to do. I'm gonna try to explore. I think, obviously, this is a game where you come back and replay consistently to see everything. But I think I'm not gonna drop it. I'm gonna tighten my grip for this one.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip.
God,
on
her
the blade.
eyes! Look at her.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
She's right.
So,
fucking
you
right.
should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
We're just gonna go for it? Slay the princess? Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
I think she is the weapon.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
What if we just go ahead and slay the princess, like the name of the game?
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your
I
earlier suspicions
see.
prove correct.
Wow.
A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck.
Her sleeve?
Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess
God, her
with strokes
face.
of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Oh my god! Look at her face! Die! Finish the damn
With the
job!
last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking
Oh, what
the
is her
blade
arm?
deep into the princess's
Wait a
heart.
second!
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
Oh my god!
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Well, our arm was a monster. We had like a bird arm. The razor? I die.
You're on a path in the woods,
What is this?
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What is this?
You're here to slay her.
What is this?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Is this like a time loop or is this like another person? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Us?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
He.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Wait.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that.
Well, he said the
Princess
cheated.
is unarmed.
You're fucking lying.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
He's right.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. so there's no reason to fear her.
This is so
You
funny.
were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just happened.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I
Narrator,
said, we've
I
just
will
met
get
for
you.
the first time, you and I.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Dude, this is crazy.
Let's say
I love
for
it.
a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or
Yeah.
at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't
What?
listen to
The
me.
audacity of you? Dude.
We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare.
What?
In which case, I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
This dude.
But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
My actions? I killed her.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
He's right.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just
He's
get
right. I think I'm
out
just gonna
of
leave.
here.
I'm just gonna leave.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Nah, I'm gonna leave.
She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Nah, we're leaving. Wait, let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't
Dude, I
listen
listened to you, to the word.
Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Voice of the cheated. Dude. All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Uh-huh. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, then why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but
Oh, we're special.
it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Dude.
Of course you're special. Why else would you
You're
be
being
here?
manipulated by the
If
narrator.
anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an
No.
otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that,
She's
it's because
not.
there wasn't a last time.
Why are there two of me talking?
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I'm gonna listen to the one who cheated and leave.
And away we go. Good call.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange.
What?
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
We're stuck in like a time loop.
Convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation.
I don't care.
If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Isn't that what happens when anyone dies anyway?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh, whoa.
What's going on? Where are we? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
What? What's happening? The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. Huh? There's a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Is that the princess? Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up. Embrace the thoughts constricting you. Brother, wake up. It's not. Return to your destined path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait a second. Wait, that was insane. Wait, no, I want to look at the history for real. It doesn't show the chapter. There was a okay. What if we leave again?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Should we skip the dialogue we've seen? Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than take part in it.
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, yeah?
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
You know, I was using my controller, but I think I'm going to turn that off and just use my mouse. It said it was controller compatible, but I think I'm going to be more comfortable using my mouse. Sorry, hold on one sec. Alright, also I wanted to look at the settings. Well, I was gonna say let's skip, but maybe we'll just click it on our own. No, we're gonna
You're
leave
really
again.
keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Oh, okay. This is like when we don't have the voice of the cheater with us. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess.
Killing is such a gauche phrasing and
I love that
completely
it
ignores the
moves.
bigger picture. Your task is to slay the princess because she's terrible and she's really got it coming to her.
I don't believe that. We're leaving. Goodbye.
Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Look at the claw. What is this mouse?
Oh, would you look at that?
Oh my
You're at the
goodness.
cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Fated, huh? Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right
Ooh, the
now
music
that you're
stopped.
making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
This needs to hurry up. We need to...
And here we go. As you
Something to
At
drink.
first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes.
Oh my god.
Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that
Oh.
those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
What is this, like some Bioshock Infinite?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on?
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Sorry, man. Maybe I was born to irritate you instead of slay the princess.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Did I slow it down instead?
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Chapter 2, The Stranger.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
What's this? Why is
You're
there a
here
wall?
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Is that wall always there? What are these answers? Those walls were exactly. What is this? Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the
Oh my
princess.
god.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have
Contrarian.
walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If
We're
by
not
ruining
even going to
my
the princess.
day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky.
So
The world
funny.
hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
You can lie. Yep, okay, heading to the cabin now where I'm definitely going to slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. a warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay, I'm being forced into it this time. There's no way I can leave. Fine.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward
Oh, so you remember
premise?
those other times?
You can't just say that. And when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay.
Ignore the stressful geometry.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Okay, Contrillion.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Ooh. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun? You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror.
Then what is
There's
this?
The table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing
There's
else
some
in
windows too.
Here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Yeah, what do we look like? We're obviously a creature. How handsome I am. I also want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
We're a monster, yo.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so
Because you're not a reliable
What
narrator.
good would it even do? So we're all in agreement then. We're looking.
Yes. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
This hand.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Huh. Are we a dragon? Or are we the monster?
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to
I
slay
don't
the
know if we'll
princess
kill
and
her this
save the
time.
world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Why?
Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom.
Dude.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Yeah, let's do it
Switch your grip on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot
We
better.
look like a serial
it really
killer.
doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already. Yes! Do it! Seriously.
Both
You
windows.
throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
Literally been
I'm
there,
not
done
so
that.
sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon. What's done is
You
done.
threw it, dude.
Good luck, hero.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement
What the
creaks
fuck?
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings,
hell?
the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
I
Her
feel
voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
I feel like I missed. They said there was no wrong answer, and probably we'll see everything anyway. But it feels like I missed a lot by leaving after on the chapter 2 on the path before. Let's take the soft stairs.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
Okay.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in.
Oh
First,
no.
it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down,
I don't like how that
barely hitting
looks.
any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight. The softness threatens
Oh,
to
no!
swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence. It's slow going.
Ew, it's like
and you manage to
moving.
fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Oh,
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
what?
Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and
Oh
then
god,
vanish,
it's getting worse.
until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal,
Whoa.
skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over.
What?
Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Happening.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
She feels closer, and also, it's darker. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
Her voice sounds a little
The
different.
shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so warm and friendly. It's deception. Don't buy into it.
How strange.
Oh.
So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures.
Whoa.
Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her
Harry,
back?
put her back.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened
She
last time?
killed me.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
What?
If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess.
This one's a little different. Try and free her. Wait, why is that all one option? This is like all one option when it's not supposed to be, huh? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably
Jesus.
stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no
scared
way
me.
out, and barely a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
Like these three options are together. There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if
Jesus.
you need anything, I'll do my best. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now.
I don't have
before
anything to
things
slay
get
her.
more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? We'd always start by retrieving the blade. The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it. Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us. Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Okay.
Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
These three options are stuck together. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. You don't think I'm some sort of monster, do you?
God.
Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand.
Sure.
If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want.
Do all of it?
This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Okay, I understand why this is all one option. So we're getting her out of there, try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. And then regrettably think about the time you threw out the okay, so we are doing all options. That's what it means.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall,
so cool.
a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Oh,
You find the blade
shit.
suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to
Wah.
perish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What
This
an
is crazy.
mess. But this...
Oh, God.
we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Ooh.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
This is insane.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
I'm so sorry.
You can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
I would love to.
We should help her. I think we did this.
How?
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay. Oh. Okay. The illusion of choice. But you don't know if she had
She's gone.
Wait. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we even go about looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
The narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
God, we're approaching
I'm
the mirror.
begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
We're going. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. I'm scared. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. The body, it's you! What is that? You're alone in that place that is empty. It is quiet here. We're stealing to the cabin. What? You are at the cabin. Oh, Lord. You recognize the presence, inability... Oh, God, I can't. It's gonna... You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between. Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Well, then, if I'm gonna have to read some things, we're turning that down just a little bit. There's so many explorer options. You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Oh.
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
This is insane. This is insane. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Me?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone.
Damn.
There are some tears that can never be unshed.
I haven't even got to talk to her.
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, wow. Okay, so she wants me to see other paths? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Gotcha. So the whole point of the game is to see every outcome you can possibly see. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know?
I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
So we have a choice here. I'm not going back. We wait or make me forget. I want to know what happens in this when we don't have a lot of fragments, so I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
And then we can just wait forever?
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you.
Whoa.
I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
The game froze or something. I closed the game! It closed the game. Okay, so that was a choice. That was a choice. This is a crazy ass game. I'm gonna boot it back up, guys. Hold on. She started talking to me as soon as I booted the game up. Hold on. I hate that it goes to the wrong monitor. And she said, "You have returned to me, though you were gone mere moments. I never left your side." Could you actually, like, have that happen, wait forever, and then come back after a long period of time and keep playing? That's insane. Okay, make me forget. It's time.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh god, everything goes dark and you die. Jesus. Oh, Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. What?
You're on a path
Oh,
in
Jesus.
the woods. And at the end of that path...
Should I ask the questions again?
I'm talking about the end. Don't... Look, you're already...
You have evidence?
While I
Blah,
appreciate...
blah, blah, blah. Killing the princess seemed kind of bad,
Does
though,
it?
doesn't it? It is. Can someone else do
Oh,
this?
if only that... Are you
Nah.
serious? Of course I haven't. Yes, but it's
I guess we're gonna try and talk to her. I'll do this
then I
one.
guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies.
Yeah.
And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed.
I don't think I'm a
So
person
sure,
narrator.
go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yep.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed
Wait,
to...
let's skip this. We're going. I don't want to re-listen to the same stuff.
The interior...
I guess let's take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
The door to the base...
Let's just silently continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Apparently.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Should we just go forward? Is she just gonna kill us again the same way? I don't want to talk.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
Brother, there's a knife
End
in her
this.
little sleeve. I mean, if I just walk up to her again, it's gonna be the same thing, isn't it?
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh
Oh.
easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed.
Oh,
I
shit.
should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
But she didn't cut us this time.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes.
I couldn't pick the other options.
It's over. With your work done,
What?
you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
What?
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry.
Oh.
You'll be safe here.
We're the monster now.
This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
This is great. This is bullshit. Let me out of here.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll
Bastard.
learn to appreciate it in time. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy. I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade
What?
to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Oh, goodness. This is crazy. So now the hero's talking to us, the player. Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Oh, you can chill out.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones.
Oh my god.
Though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The
Amazing.
End. Nice knowing you.
Damn, it's been a long time. Chapter 2, The Spectre. Can we get to Chapter 3?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Something's off.
And in the basement
Already.
of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. I already killed the princess. You trapped me here after I slew her last time. I'm not gonna play along this time.
How unfortunate that the sole person capable of slaying the princess also seems to be somewhat insane.
This narrator's the fucking
As
antagonist.
long as you get the job done, it doesn't matter what sort of mental state you're in. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Oh.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
I don't like this dude.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did happen or already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions,
We've
but
already heard
fine,
this one.
I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
This dude.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me.
No.
Because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her.
We didn't.
And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us,
Ooh.
maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Ooh.
Just stay focused, will you?
The cold. Maybe I'm getting my voices mixed up, but doesn't the narrator sound like the hero in every version of the hero? Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her. When I tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her.
He's so adamant that she's
You're
not
going
dead.
to find her in the
Or
cabin.
she is dead.
If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise. Well, that's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you?
Well, you're trapping me, buddy. You're
There's no
trapping
use
me.
arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Last time around, I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust
we
that
just
what I'm
can.
saying is true.
I don't. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate
What
things.
woods? What town?
Look,
We asked this before, but it's not letting me skip.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, of course we're special.
The cold.
I've told you everything you need to know. This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
I love these different personalities from our past life. Alright.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is...
Okay, yeah. Proceed to the cabin. We're gonna talk to her this
warning.
time.
Before you go any further. She will lie. She won't be a problem.
I'm loving this. I
The
love time
interior of the
loops.
cabin is
Hey.
cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Yeah, he says
There's
that.
definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with
The
it.
voice of the cold's gonna wake up in a second. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
I see everything else is kind of shifting, but the mirror is not.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The The door to the basement groans open,
This looks different.
revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. The room below is silent.
What if she is
Nobody's
dead?
here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step,
What?
the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at
Is she
you,
a ghost?
followed by a mischievous skeletal grin.
She's
And
a
finally,
fucking ghost.
The rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here? Ghosts? Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller.
Are you kidding me?
I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin. So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
She's a ghost. How many times will I kill her? I don't know. I keep saving too, like I'm gonna change my options. Well... This is insane. She's dead and now she's a wraith right in front of us. Slay the princess!
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade.
Kill her!
It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you
we
strike
fucked up.
from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
We fucked up.
You're adorable when you're confused. But I didn't say you could touch me.
Oh, God!
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Oh my God. Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Slay the princess harder? I die too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
Damn.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
What I am? Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you last time, too.
So, that's where the hostility comes from. I don't know where you got that idea.
It's a yes or no question. Do you want to end the world?
I already gave you my answer. All I want to do is leave. All I want to do is stop feeling trapped. I couldn't give a damn about the world. I can't even remember what it's like.
I think that's all the answer we're gonna get out of her.
Okay. Well, were you going to end the world? Would you end it if you could?
Well, killer, what does it mean for something to end anyway? You ended me, but I'm still right here in front of you.
Which is insane.
Aren't I? You apparently ended, too. Yet here you are, and you don't even look any different.
After seeing
God.
what you've seen, how can you be sure anything ends?
I see her point. Everything here is so impermanent, always shifting. The end of one thing just leads to the start of another.
Things end, things have to end. This sentence just ended.
Oh, come on. I'm floating right in front of you. Still here despite your best efforts. You can't pretend that doesn't mess with the whole concept of ending.
Okay. If I knew I had to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you.
And if I knew you were going to murder me without even knowing who I was, I wouldn't have given you the chance.
We all make mistakes.
Jesus Christ! Stop playing the victim you threatened me last time.
Well, yeah, you brought a knife with you. Was I
Okay, fair
supposed
enough.
to just welcome you with open arms
Fair
when you
enough.
obviously had stabbing on the mind?
That knife could have been for anything.
It could have, but it wasn't. You can't blame me for threatening a would-be knife-wielding murderer. Especially when that would-be knife-wielding murderer became an actual knife-wielding murderer.
You know, she's got us there. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me? That sounds like she would do something to hurt me as soon as I say that, but we're gonna click it.
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's dead. Dead things can't hurt us.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out.
Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
What do you want from me?
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free.
This place won't let me leave, but you seem to come and go as you please. So help me out. Let me in. And maybe all of this
Let
can
you
be water
in?
under the bridge.
Like be possessed?
Remember, you own me.
Maybe we should have just left her here. Maybe we should still just leave her here. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't gotten out and can't get out are two very different things.
Oh, now you want to speak.
It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice. Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly. You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
No complaints here. What if I say no?
Try it. See what happens.
Don't like how she said that. It sounds dangerous. Is anything dangerous if we can never really die? Look, you and the princess clearly have a history, and that history clearly involves death. But aside from some horrifying implications, I don't care what's already happened between the two of you. You don't know that you can never really die. Maybe you could only come back once.
Oh, sir, I came back like
and
3
even
times.
then, there are fates that come close to death in their terror. What a strange thing to say.
What a strange thing to say.
Isn't the turn of phrase, fate's worse than death? There are no fates worse than the finality of death. Anyone who says otherwise is a fool.
Huh. This would just be temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin?
Look, I don't want to be stuck with you any more than you want to be stuck with me. You're my murderer. All I see when I look into your eyes is the thing that ran at me with the point of a blade aimed for my heart. So, you're not exactly my first choice, but you're also my only choice.
It sounds to me like she'd be a lovely roommate.
Okay, if I let you do it, do I still get to be in control?
There's only one way to find out.
Lady.
That's not very reassuring. What's another voice rattling around in here? We'll be fine. It's pretty crowded already, wouldn't you say? She's not exactly friendly. Neither is he. I'm being perfectly respectful considering the stakes of the situation. Don't push my goodwill.
Uh-huh. No complaints here, do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
No, it's already too late. Did she kill us?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor.
Ah, she killed us!
Everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes flick
never
back
mind.
open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Broken
Hey,
glass?
I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are you?
a voice? I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Huh.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
Yeah,
No,
actually.
it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously, she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with
This
all
is a
of you.
mess.
Everybody knows that.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Damn. What do you mean by that?
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
This is such an interesting path. Slay the princess? I can't think straight, there's too much noise.
Then don't think. Just move.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
I guess we'll just have to see what happens when we leave. But if I'm stuck in here, I'll be making some renovations. It's too crowded.
Oh, damn. So we can slay her again in our body, but then she'll just pop back out, wouldn't she? Alright, let's leave. Fuck it.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form
Fuck it.
and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
It is, though.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else
The cold
begin?
dude's so funny.
Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
It's because he can't stop me. Why do you think he sent you here?
I hate to admit it, but she's not wrong. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
We're going forward. I'm gonna
You
commit.
continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
Finally! Finally!
We're almost
You
there.
lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, let's see it. Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. Collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
What?
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone. And so is everything else.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming.
He had
I
it coming.
suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or...
Oh, yeah, that's
have we
confusing.
never been part of the world?
Alright. Let's see if I'm stuck with you forever.
Hitchhiker. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
Guess I'm not. All's well that ends well, right? You lived up to your end of the bargain, so I'll live up to mine. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention
I
it.
think this is where I'm meant to be.
Yep. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Oh, it's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay,
Oh,
if you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
oh, that's crazy. You approach the mirror. And then we see silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Whoa, you've grown. I'm trying to see it, but I can't. I'll have to pause. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Hey, we're back. We brought another one of you.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Oh, the music is so nice too. There's so many questions. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Man, this is crazy. I love a time loop. I know it's not exactly a time loop, but I love it. You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? Ooh!
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
Ooh.
Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh! I cannot? I didn't realize
Those paths
that.
lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now. Inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
I like that. I appreciate that they won't let us just keep accidentally going down the same path. Because, God, there's probably so many paths. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart.
A yearning heart.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I couldn't really place it before, but the more this vessel talks, the more I feel like Dishonored and Dishonored 2, the heart that we're given from the outsider. I believe her name was Jessamine. Talking through that, that's what the same vibe is what I'm getting for that. I love that. So you don't have any preference on how you like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
Wow. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
All right, girl, I'll get them for you.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
We could attack her. We could destroy our body. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Oh no, we die. We die. Chapter 1, the hero and the princess. Okay, here we
You're
go.
on a path.
Okay, shut up.
I'm
ask-
talking about.
We'll ask all
Don't linger on the. Look, you're all. While I appreciate. Does it? Oh, if only that were the case. But. Are you serious?
I feel like the narrator is also us.
Of course I. Yes. But it's.
Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with.
Good. As long as you remain focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed...
Shut up, dude. Grab the knife and let's go down. Like...
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
We've been here before.
You take... The door to the basement creaks open.
We can't do it silently. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
So the people have been here.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task
Maybe.
at hand.
What is the world?
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You caught me! I'm here to slay you! What is all these answers? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you.
That isn't a good idea. Just drop the knife, and maybe the two of us can talk things out.
She's right, we shouldn't. We should just drop the blade. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Uh-huh, we've heard this before. If we tighten our grip, I want to see all the options for this one.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason,
Right. Yep.
And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
so I can't just go and kill her like I did before. I appreciate that so much. I think there's other games I played that was similar to this. A visual novel. I do not remember the name of the games. It's been like literally maybe a decade. And I would have to remember which options I've done. But this is awesome. It takes away the option. I appreciate that. Let's do this one. What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us?
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Probably.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade. Let's do that.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Slay the princess? She's gonna stab us, isn't she?
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Yeah.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones,
Damn.
making sure you stay down. As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor, the princess kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess.
Oh damn, we fucked
As
up.
you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
My bad.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your lungs.
That's kind of hot.
This is the end, isn't it?
Oh, that's what
I'm
she
afraid it
says.
is.
That's what she says.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The tower. We've never made it past chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yeah.
You're here to slay
Who
her.
do I got with me now?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's gonna kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice.
I've died many
I've
times,
even
sir.
met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Oh.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
I don't have a third
What
voice
does it
with me.
matter
Oh.
what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Yeah, why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Of course we died. We couldn't land a single blow on her, and she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let
Yeah,
us
she
die.
kind of did do that.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless.
It's pointless.
She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing any...
Shut up.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed her. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother? We might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains, and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Chin up, I believe in you. Yeah, let me
Just
talk
be
about
quick
the
about it.
Yeah. She killed me last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me.
I didn't
Don't
talk to her. All she did last time around was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can.
She just kicked the shit out of me.
I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Okay,
We're
dude.
not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Listen, he was
You're being
beat up.
annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely
myself.
catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
I love having the other two bickering, and the narrator's talking to us, the player, not those two voices. Who locked her in that basement? Was this place? We've asked
People
this.
locked her.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah,
I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Who cares if you think we're special? As far as I can tell, the only thing special about us is that we get to experience painfully dying all over again.
He's right.
I've told you everything. The less you know about her, the better.
Okay.
Great. Now, if you don't mind,
Alright, let's go to the cabin.
a warning. Before you go, she will lie. Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
This broken
She
dude.
caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us. At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Leave him alone.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say
This
here.
poor dude. I feel bad for the broken one. So I noticed our first choice when we
The
went.
interior of the
Where
cabin
the
is
fuck?
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note
What the
is a
fuck?
massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Excuse me? What kind of cabin is this? And there's that damn mirror again. I was gonna say, one of the first choices I did when coming here is I was gonna kill her, but I was like, are you sure she's unarmed? And because we questioned that, she was armed. I think that's really interesting. Also, what kind of... Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
I feel very small.
We don't feel small. We are small.
This is a whole different cabin.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop
Dude,
that
we've been here.
ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the
altar.
basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror.
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all
Jesus
going to die
Christ.
anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse. For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you,
I
there
let
isn't a
it
mirror.
happen.
So no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future. Though, for what it's worth, if there were a mirror, I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal. Probably. Do
Probably.
you not know what we look like? He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
This broken dude. It doesn't matter if there's a mirror.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from
Don't worry
us?
about it.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done. But there was a mirror a second ago.
It's not here. Don't worry about
We
it.
should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay, we're taking the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright, we entered the basement. Broken dude has no thoughts on the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a
Jesus.
spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
This is actually kind of nice.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her booming voice rolls up the
Booming?
stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh lord.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time.
No, she wasn't.
We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Should we be worried about your sudden change
Yeah,
in
like
attitude?
what the fuck?
Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
We're going. That's our only choice.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber
We're really
over one
tiny.
edge before dropping to the next.
Is she gonna be
But
huge?
soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you,
Oh.
almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window.
Oh my
Her
god.
long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
What the
The
hell?
chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Oh.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
I don't know what more we could do with tightening it, but let's tighten it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your
Oh.
grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor. But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us.
Jesus.
You wouldn't
She's
understand
like a god.
what it feels like to be in her presence.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
Do we get a choice? Fuck it,
On
we'll
her
kneel.
command, you fall to the floor, knees
well,
painfully
she
connecting
commands
with
us
hard
now.
stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
You. It's always you.
Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give
She
her
already
any
knows.
ideas.
I'm gonna tell her anyway. You're supposed to end the world.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new.
I like this
and
princess.
the world as it is now is overdue for alterations. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird,
Oh shit.
will help me seize it.
What will I do for you,
She's
ma'am?
inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
Oh god. Oh, he told me not to pledge myself to her. Well, I might end up doing that. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Sounds easy enough. If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can. It's
Why
not
does
rude
she?
to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world. That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Okay, broken dude.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world. And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
You know what? I'm not against this. Just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be. We're pleading.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Oh, I see it. I'm exhausting all my options first. I have questions for you before I decide to do anything.
Know the limits of your privilege, little bird.
Little
There's
bird.
an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps.
A priest?
Or a pet.
I think I'm pledging. I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes, big women are my weakness.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much
Hot
else for me
damn.
to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
You're gonna stop me?
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now.
Is this?
An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
Oh.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Holy shit, what did she do?
Rise, my little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
What?
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Yo, what did she do to the narrator? And what if I don't believe? What happens then?
You poor, wretched little thing. You already do believe. You've always believed.
This is crazy.
All you have to do is open the last door to your heart. It's easy. And once you let her
The
in,
broken dude.
you'll be safe and free forever. Please don't do this.
I have to. It's over. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. This is how
Yo,
it
this
was
is
always
crazy.
going to be. It is good. Alright, I'm done with this. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner. Let me know if we get our agency back.
He's gonna go sit in the corner. Alright, we're breaking our chains.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
Yes, ma'am. What happens now?
Nothing. And then, everything.
Your obedient servant. Yes, ma'am. Number 1, but you do not take your hand, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
It's okay.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. What's happening to us? You've withered. I've withered? We're in the long quiet once again. I've withered. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing
She's
all
so
at
big.
once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Jesus, okay. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Yeah, we have withered this time around. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance.
Oh, yeah.
A figure capable of bending everything to her will.
She was definitely that.
She will make for an overwhelming heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
I'm still planning to kill. Well, damn. When we're done with this.
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
That makes me sad. What the hell? Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we've finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Dude. It's a love story, they said. So you don't have any preferences on how you like to change or grow?
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We
Are you
will
still a
know
pawn?
when we near our destination.
Okay, I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Jeez, every time I jump, I die. An overwhelming heart. Okay, hold on.
You're on a pass if
Shut
you're
up.
here to
Oh, I
slay
clicked it.
her. If you don't,
I think with that, we're gonna bring this, episode history. Oh, right. I think with that, though, we're gonna bring this episode to a close. How do I get out of here? Main menu. I just saved. Wow, this game is... I don't know what I expected from this, but I'm loving it. I am absolutely... I love a time loop. I don't know if it is a time loop. So I don't know what you would call this other than a time loop. Or, like, other, what's the word? Oh, I thought of it. Other dimensions colliding. You're just hopping from one to the next until you see them all. All possibilities, all infinite. I'm loving this. I'm so excited to see more of what we do with the princess. I'm mostly going the killing routes, because I know I'll like the talking routes probably better. Also, I just also want to note that we killed each other first time around, and I feel like that's really poetic. Maybe that will tie in later, and... Oh! Okay, you can chill out. I did not know the menu was going to change like that. Hello? That scared me. Look at us sitting on the menu, you even find out new stuff. All I know is I feel like she's the princess and we're the dragon and we're lovers, and that's all I care about. But I'm loving this. I am so excited to see what other paths we find as we go along. So, but I will be bringing this episode to a close, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.